Welcome to the Early Childhood Coalition's Grant Application Part A Guide. The deadline to submit Part A is April 5th. Coalitions with applications submitted by the deadline will have approved grant funds deposited by April 12th. Early Childhood Coalitions are funded by the Alberta Government. The Ministries of Children's Services, Health and Education continue to support the work of ECHA. The process for applying and receiving grant funding is provided through the leadership of Family and Community Support Services Association of Alberta and the ECHA support team. Part A of your grant application includes a request for funds, up to $22,500 per coalition depending on your location, as well as updates to your primary contact, your fiscal agent contact, as well as your banking details. You'll also be required to upload the grant agreement signed by coalition leadership and your fiscal agent. The Part A link of your grant application has been sent to your coalition1@fcssaa.org email address. Be sure to check your other folder when you're retrieving Part A of your grant application. Look for Part A ECHA Grant 2019-2020. Instructions for uploading your signed grant agreement, as well as your Part A link, are available. To receive grant funding by April 12th, Part A must be submitted by April 5th. Failure to meet the April 5th deadline will result in delays in receiving your grant funding. Be sure to use the navigation buttons on the bottom of the application when navigating through the pages. And don't forget to save your work before closing the application. By clicking the Save button, you'll be able to return right where you left off. Now we've reached the grant funding overview. Please be sure to read this section carefully. And note that failure to submit Part B of the grant application by May 17th will result in the coalition being required to return grant funding. Now we've reached the grant funding decision. As a coalition, you can decide to reapply for the 2019-2020 ECHA grant funding, or you can choose not to apply. If you choose not to apply, we'll just want to know the reason why. If your coalition is choosing to reapply, click Next. The amount of funding available to your coalition is pre-filled. Adjust only if you're requesting less than the approved grant amount. Your fiscal agent details have been pre-seeded into the application from the 2018-2019 grant. Please ensure the information is correct and make changes if required. Please make sure that your primary contact information for your coalition is up to date. If there are any changes to make, click Yes and make those changes. If no, just press Next. If your banking details remain the same, you can just click Next. If your banking details have changed since the last grant application, please click on option A and submit your banking changes. Please be sure to review the grant terms and conditions. Reporting requirements include Grant Part B, Interim Report, and the Final Report. Data entry requirements include the Output Tool entries, participant surveys, and membership surveys. Once the coalition is familiar with and confident in their ability to complete the required reporting and data entry, please complete the agreements below and move on to upload your signed agreement. Please refer to your Part A invitation email for the link to the signature form. The signature form is fillable online. Make sure to use your designated coalition location name provided by FCSSAA. Once it's filled, it will need to be printed and signed by a coalition representative as well as an authorized fiscal representative. Once your signature form is signed, please upload it to Part A of your grant application. When it has uploaded successfully, a unique ID will appear in the box. Please do not adjust this number. If you'd like to print or save, click on the Print button at the bottom of the page. This will bring you to your print settings, where you can either save to PDF or print directly to a printer. Now you're ready to submit. Upon submission, a confirmation email will be sent to your fiscal agent, as well as your coalition1@fcssaa.org email address. Click on the Submit button, and it'll take you to a submission page, which will be confirmation that Part A is complete. Part A of your grant application is complete. If you're looking for more support, visit the grant guide on ECA Community Space for more resources, or contact your community liaison.